What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Intermissions episode where we're highlighting our senior spotlight. Tell them who you are.
What's up, everyone? My name is Levi Reyes, and I am a baseball player here at Chiawana High School.
Come on now. Tell us what you're holding.
So what I'm holding here is a Belmo-sponsored bowling ball. One of my favorite bowlers, Jason Belmonte, sponsored by Storm, created out one of these bowling balls, and my God, they look really pretty. They're awesome, man.
They look walk amazing. Us through it. What do you love so much about bowling?
Well, there are a lot of things that I love about bowling. You know, it's just, you know, the atmosphere, you know, just the people around you, you know, like since I've been bowling for like 8 years, and ever since I started, you know, it's just been a journey. And I don't know, let's see.
You're good. What got you into bowling?
It's just like one video. So it was from Dude Perfect. I remember when I was, I was like 11 years old. And I came across this video from Dude Perfect, two bowling trick shots.
Okay.
So I'm like, that sounds interesting. So I click on the video, and there's this dude, and it's Jason Belmonte.
Okay.
And he's bowling the ball two-handed, and I'm like, how does the ball do that? Because it's curving.
Yeah.
And ever since that ever happened, I was like, oh my God, I have to try this.
Yeah.
And ever since I got into it, it just stuck with me.
That's awesome, man. High score bowling.
279.
279. I think I haven't even got a 279 on my Switch. You ever bowl on the Switch?
Yeah, I have.
What's your high score on the Switch?
Ooh, 179. I'd say I bowl worse on the freaking Switch than I do in real bowling.
Hey, one of my girls, she doesn't even try, and she gets like strikes every time. I think she's got like a 250 something, but 279. That's impressive, man.
Wow.
Okay, that's awesome, man. Good for you. All right, tell us. Let's kind of switch gears. What if you could have one food for the rest of your life, man? What would it be?
Ooh, that's a tricky one. Because I have a lot of favorites. I'd probably maybe go with enchiladas.
Enchiladas?
Yeah, every time I Mexico Lindo Hacienda, it's just every time, it's just dos enchiladas de pollo, and I freaking love them, man.
Man, you and Adrian, that's back-to-back enchiladas.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have a special like recipe you cook, like your family cooks, or?
Well, I mean, it's not really like, you know, at home, like an at-home dish. It's kind of like, you know, at a whole restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man, so it's your senior year.
Yeah.
Obviously, baseball's fun, bowling's fun, but the most important thing is that building over there, right? Your education. What's been one of your favorite memories of being a Chiawana Riverhawk student?
Man, I have a lot of memories, both good and bad, but I'm gonna start
Let's do the good.
All right, yeah, we'll stick with the good. I remember, man, just like first walking in there and, you know, first getting initiated as a freshman.
Yeah.
And one of the best parts, you know, of being in the building is my teachers.
Okay.
I mean, you know, my dad always said, you know, your best friends are always going to be your teachers in the classroom, and they are, and it's true.
Yeah.
You know, all these other kids, you know, they want to be like, oh, school's done, but like, no. I mean, teachers make it fun.
Yeah.
You know, you and yourself, you got to do your part.
Yeah.
And the teacher's got to do his or hers.
Tell us who's one of your favorite teachers in that building. Who's impacted you in that building?
Miss Valencia, Stefanie Valencia.
Okay, and what about her has impacted you?
She's really encouraging. Ever since I got into English composition and English argument, she's always pushed me. You know, hey, like, I know you can do it.
Yeah.
You know, I want to motivate you, and I want to make sure that you do your very best.
Yeah.
And she was just amazing. She's an amazing teacher. And
That's
I hope,
incredible, man.
You know, for the future kids that come to this school, I hope they end up getting her, because she's
awesome.
one amazing teacher.
That's all. We'll give her a shout out, because that's pretty special. All right, let's shift gears to baseball now, since this is what we're here for. I met you 4 years ago.
Yeah.
When you were just a freshman.
Yeah.
And it's been 3.5 years now. You're not done, but walk us through your journey. Like, what have you enjoyed most about being in this program?
Definitely the people around me. Like, you know, I remember, like, during my freshman year, you know, Rylen, Blair, Marc, Romero, and Lucas, you know, and Jackson Baxter, all those guys, man, they were fun to be around. And it's just, you know, being here, you know, the whole atmosphere and just the culture here. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
And ever since since I took 5 years a break from baseball, and now entering my freshman year, you know, just getting back into it, and those guys really helped me out.
Yeah.
And now that I'm here now, I can finally, you know, eventually take it to the next level.
Yeah.
And teach everyone else.
What's one thing that they taught you that you hope to teach everybody else?
Man, they taught me a lot. Mostly just, you know, always have energy.
There you go.
Always have energy.
It's one of our core values.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
And always be competitive. And always, you know, if you just have a bad rep, there's always going to be plenty more.
Yeah.
There may not be the same, but they're going to be reps no matter what.
Okay. So if you could leave wisdom with a freshman like you were a few years back, what would you hope that they learned?
Well, I hope one thing that they do learn is, you know, just try to be good on which team you place.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I remember I was, you know, my freshman year, I was like, oh my God, varsity, this is going to be so cool. But then, you know, obviously we had a whole lot of freshmen that year, and, you know, it came into the freshman team. I'm like, okay, you know, this is a start.
Yeah.
And then coming sophomore year, you know, I was just going for JV, but then I ended up getting placed on C team. And yeah, I was bummed, but at the same time, it's a journey.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to be there, you gotta, you know, you gotta show it.
That's good.
You know, 'cause obviously it's not gonna come to you. You gotta work for that spot. And then when I finally get called up to JV and like in mid-season, I'm like, oh my God, it's here. You know, I'm finally here. And you know, just hard work always pays off. And now that I'm here, you know, I'm in a varsity uniform, and it's just feels good. It feels really great.
You've earned it.
Yeah.
All right, favorite memory that you've experienced these last 3 years?
Oof. Man, I would say my favorite memory is probably, oh my goodness, probably dislocating my finger for the first time.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
When you came over and you're like, coach, and it was completely bent.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yes.
That was crazy.
That was when you slid back to
slid
first?
back to first base when we were playing Kennewick on March 30th.
Oh my goodness.
Last year.
Yeah, your finger was all jacked up, dude. I felt so bad for you.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that was...
That's your favorite memory of everything?
Probably, yeah. Because, you know, there was a lot of adrenaline that went into that situation.
True. I felt so bad for you, man. Oh.
The funny part is that I didn't even feel it. You know, I was looking at it, it was like, I'm like, oh my God. And then when I finally got up, they were like, Levi, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I just dislocated the finger. I'm good though.
I completely forgot that.
Yeah.
Man, you're a tough son of a gun, dude.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, hey, man, I just want you to know something. We appreciate who you are. Coach just gave you a shout out. We just won a game in extra innings, and Coach gave you a shout out for the energy that you bring. And that's true, man. From the day you stepped on this field as a freshman until now, I think you're the most consistent kid. That's why I'm always challenging you to continue to be who you are, right? Because you help bring an energy to our program that these kids need to see.
Yeah.
And I love it when you celebrate. I love the famous Levi sliding catch, and then let's go. And so I just want to say thank you on behalf of our staff and on behalf of this program for the how you've set the example. You set the bar high on living out one of our core values, man. So I appreciate you.
Of course.
Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
We love having you around, man. So we're going to be sad to see you go. And thank you for who you are in the building as well.
Yeah.
You're off the hot